think people nowadays aren't capable of loving.
If you're not able to let go, being emotional isn't masculinity. Masculinity is self-control, I'm afraid. Being masculine is being able to step back and go, this isn't necessarily the right thing to do. I have to think about it. I have to do something that's more productive, that's positive. I have to criticize myself sometimes. Weak people can't criticize themselves. So if you're listening to me, at least be willing to say that maybe some of my ideas are wrong. My ideas and your ideas. That to me is strength. That to me is a masculine virtue. When it comes to a woman, something's wrong with you, man. Just let go.
I think people nowadays aren't capable of loving. They're too protective. They're too defensive. They don't want to feel hurt. Because they don't want to be hurt. They don't want to give so much of themselves. They don't want to be generous with their spirit. They want to protect themselves. So at the slightest kind of conflict with their partner, they retreat and they get into their shell. As I was saying, it's just this generation, but I think it's getting worse and worse and worse. People are more defensive. They're more locked inside themselves. They're more locked inside their phone.
I always tell people, if somebody does something once to you, they do something that's bad or they're mean or they yell at you, then they go, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. That isn't me. Something came over me. I want you to realize that that is never the case. It's always part of a pattern. People never, ever do something just once. They will do it again and again and again. It reveals something about them. An exercise you can do is you go up to somebody from an angle where they can't see you coming up to them, and you surprise them. You go, hey, Mike, whatever. They turn. For that second, their expression reveals how they really think about you. You'll detect if you can pick up micro expressions, and you can. They're only like 1/150th of a second, but they're there. You can express it kind of, and they smile. You can see the little disdain in their eyes, right? Then the mask comes on, right? Or you're talking to them, they're looking at you, but their feet are facing in an opposite direction. That means that they're dying to get away from you, kind of thing. These are signals that you don't necessarily pay attention to. Their posture will tell you everything about their levels of confidence, right? On and on and on. The fake smile, if you can just master the ability to detect the fake smile, it will go wonders for you, because you're able to see what you really want to do is to see the person with a genuine smile, particularly in romantic relationship. The main thing that you want to develop in life is the ability to detect them before you get involved with them. Because the way toxic people have learned, they've learned strategies since they were 6 or 7 years old, how to get power. And they embroil you in dramas. They get into your emotions, right? They entangle themselves in your life. They don't come at you saying, I'm toxic, I'm a narcissist, get away from me. They know how to appear charming, they know how to be interested in you, they know how to be moderately pleasing, etc. They can even be charismatic. You get involved with them, and then it starts to come out, and it's too late because you're emotionally entangled with them. They've got their roots inside of you, and you're sucked into their dramas, and it's really hard to get out, particularly in an intimate relationship. That's the worst of all. The best thing you want to develop in life is the radar to detect them before you get involved. Some people are toxic. They have deep levels of insecurity and issues stemming from a troubled, damaged childhood, usually. And they have patterns that are pretty negative and destructive. They have a need to sabotage other people or to sabotage themselves. And getting involved with someone like that can really ruin your life. You get sucked into their dramas. They kind of control the dynamic. They feed off of controlling you by all of the emotions that they can stir up. Believe it or not, some of those early dysfunctional relationships with your parents are charged with this kind of sexual energy. And so you'll find yourself attracted to the very man or woman who's going to hurt you. Whereas the man or woman who is good for you, there's no kind of sexual charge. You are actually more attracted
to the person that has these damaged qualities.
Why is that?
Because you get to relive some of those early traumas. And so the problem that will happen, that the person who is good for you, is actually caring, that will mesh with you, that physical charge maybe isn't as strong. And that's a problem, right? Because you want to have that element. But you need to be aware of this. You need to be aware of the fact that some of the people that you're most attracted to, you're not attracted to just because of their sexy body or whatever it is. There's also some kind of issues you haven't worked out from your early childhood that are at play in that relationship and that are going to cause you a lot of pain.
You know, a lot of times when we meet a person, we can sense right away that there's something wrong about them. And I tell people who get into toxic relationships, you know, can you go back to that moment when you first met them? And can you remember a moment where you got initially a little bit uncomfortable in their presence?
Or
and
conflated discomfort with butterflies, passion.
Yeah, but you didn't trust the feelings. That's what I'm getting at, right? So a lot of people have the right instincts because we are animals and we can kind of feel that a person is fake or that a person is hiding something. You know, like children are very good at that. They can sense that someone is fake or they're
Full of
hiding
shit.
something. Yeah, full of shit. And we have it too to some degree, but we don't trust our instincts. So that's the other problem. We're all sort of sensing that something is wrong, but we've learned to like not trust these kind of feelings and instincts.
In my book that I'm writing now, I wrote a chapter on love, which is something I've never written about, obviously. And I wrote about the sublime quality that you can have when you allow yourself to go deeper and deeper and deeper into that falling process, where you get rid of your ego, you get rid of your defenses, you get rid of all the resistance, and you just let yourself fall, and you connect to someone on that deeper level. It's a chapter on the sublime because it is a very sublime experience. And the reason I wrote it is I feel like people are missing that now because they don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want any pain. And falling for another person and letting go of your defenses opens you up to pain. We don't want to experience that. We want to be invulnerable. It's like cutting off all the richest experiences in life. And so I wrote that chapter addressing that and say, let go of your defenses, let go of your resistance. Let yourself go into that process of falling. Feel what it feels like to have your ego dissolved in the presence of another person and care more about them than you care about yourself.
The feeling of falling in love is letting go of your defenses and being vulnerable. But I see a lot of younger people afraid of being vulnerable, afraid of letting go of their defenses and just falling. We say fall in love, fall. If you get hurt, it's okay because it's going to be a lesson that you're going to learn and you're not going to get skittish. You're going to go into another relationship, into another one. And then eventually, hopefully, you'll find one that fits. I don't want to have like a single label of what it should be for you because there are many different kinds of love and they all kind of have a purpose behind them.
If all your books were burned and erased from the internet forever, and all you had were the next 60 seconds, what's the most useful thought you could leave to the world?
I guess my whole life has been about people pretending to be something that they're not. And that's why I wrote these books that have now disappeared. People are playing roles, that they wear a mask, that they're not what they appear to be. And you need to open your eyes to that and see this world as full of actors wearing costumes and wearing masks and pretending to be something that there is what they want to present. And it's not necessarily reality. And when you look at this world full of actors playing these games, you don't get angry, you don't get upset, you don't say, God, I wish everything was different, I wish people would just be who they are. You just enjoy it. It's like you're watching a play, you're watching a movie, and you're seeing people be an actor, and you're seeing people pretend to be this, and it's amusing, and you don't take anything in this world personally. None of it's personal, right? If somebody says something mean to you, it's not about you, it's about themselves and about their own problems. So it's kind of like it's a game. Power is like a game that people are playing. And if you have some distance from it, if you observe the game, it's much more interesting and it's much easier to navigate than if you take everything personally and if you're upset by everything around you. No, people are playing a part. It's a game and you're just enjoying playing and watching the game and playing it well. That would be my message. Did I answer?
That was good. I was just taking it in. Yeah. Power is a game. And you have to live life that way.
Well, there's a famous quote of Marcus Aurelius who said, if you get into a boxing ring with the boxer and he starts pinching your ear and putting his fist in your neck and making you trip and fall, you're not going to go complain and say, God, how mean you are. You're just an awful person. Because you got in the ring and you're fighting. You have to accept that that's what happens when you're in the ring. Well, that's what life is. We're in the ring. You can't complain. People are wrestling. They're pushing you down. That's just how it is. You got in the arena, so shut up and don't complain and just play it well.
You know what they say, never go grocery shopping when you're hungry. You grab the wrong things. And the same as in life. Never go into a relationship when you feel lonely. You might grab the wrong thing. Think about it, because when you're desperate, you grab anything you want, not what you need. And I want you to get only what you need, and that is the best.
Well, first of all, to become acquainted with yourself and to know who you are and know the source of your own desires. So if it's your very first relationship, it's a little hard to see patterns, but you can begin to see patterns of the kind of person that you're attracted to after the third or fourth time, and to analyze that and to be aware of it. Now, some people will say, well, won't that kind of ruin the whole relationship game that I'm analyzing myself that seems so unseductive, etc. And if you're in your 20s and you're healthy and you're young, maybe it doesn't matter so much.
Right.
You're going to have some painful moments, but you're having a lot of fun. Okay, I'm not going to rain on that parade. But eventually, you're not going to be so young. You're going to be in your late 20s. You're going to be in your early 30s. And the series of bad relationships, they're going to start wearing on you. You're going to start creating trauma. And they'll start infecting you with this kind of defensiveness, where every time you meet someone, you're worried that they're going to hurt you, and you can't open yourself up to them, right? So you've got to, as early as possible, understand your own patterns. Why am I attracted to this person? Just simply ask that question, right? It's, what was it about him or her that attracted me to that person?
I see even the best of men degenerating into the exchange of blows. I see even the best of men identifying the enemy in our neighbors and friends. I see even the best of men falling prey to cowardice and self-righteous anger. It needs to stop. I need to stop. You need to stop before it's too late. Who is the enemy here? The snake in your heart? The lies on your tongue? The arrogance of your intellect? The cowardice of our refusal to see? The enemy is that which divides to sow discord.
You can't give up. You can't just resign yourself to it. You can't just say, that's just my life. I've just got to accept it. No, you've got to have some hope. You've got to have a goal. You have to feel like there is some purpose to what I'm going through, and I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to aim for it. I'm going to have a goal. I'm going to have a purpose, and that will give you energy, and that will get you out of any rut that you're in, because a lot of the ruts and the feelings of inadequacy are created by the fact that you're not doing something. You're not active. You're not attempting things.
Knowledge and skills are like gold, a currency you will transform into something more valuable than you can imagine. And it's similar to one of your tweets, which is eventually the time that was not spent on learning skills will catch up to you, and the fall will be painful.
Well, life can be kind of difficult.